Alright guys, so I'm going to introduce you to your next standard for this week, and it goes hand in hand with the standard we talked about yesterday. You're still going to be using those metric units, so remember your base units of meter, gram, and liter, and you are going to be able to convert them. Now, this is really nice because each time you go up or down the scale, you're either multiplying by 10 or dividing by 10. So if you remember correctly, if you're multiplying by 10, you're going to add a 0 to whatever your number is. If you're dividing by 10, you're going to take away a 0. Now, if it's a decimal, when you multiply by 10, you're going to move the decimal to the right one place. If you divide by 10, you're going to move it to the left one place. So I have this step ladder. So you see the unit is your base. So your base unit. So that'll be your meter, your gram, and your liter. Now if you remember these prefixes, you have kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centi, and milli. So let's say I used meter as my base unit. I can have a decameter, a hectometer, a kilometer, a decimeter, a centimeter, and a millimeter. So let's say that I want to look at my base unit of meter, and I have 1 meter, and I want to know how many decameters are in 1 meter. Okay, so if you look, when you go up, a decameter is 10 times larger than the meter. So a decameter is 1 times 10. So 10 decameters equals 1 meter. So kilogram. If you're trying to figure out how many grams are in a kilogram, kilo means 1,000. So 1 kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams. And I got that because I have 1 kilogram. So times 10 gives me 10 hectograms. Times 10 gives me 100 decagrams. Times 10 gives me 1,000 grams. Okay, so when you are going this way, you're multiplying by 10. When you're going the opposite way, you're dividing by 10. So let's say that I have 1 liter. I want to know how many deciliters are in 1 liter. So I multiply by 10. So 10 deciliters is the same as 1 liter. Okay, on the opposite end, if I had 100 liters and I wanted to know how many deciliters were in that 100 liters, I would divide by 10. So 100 liters divided by 10 gives me 10 deciliters. Now there's an acronym you can remember to remember the order of these. Now you're going to have to remember kilo, hecto, deca, your base unit, deca, centa, milli. So you can remember it by King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. So you have kilo, hecto, deca, your base unit, deca, centa, milli. Okay, so King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. And I have that here for you. I'm going to share this anchor chart with you so you can remember. Now I know we don't have long to work on this, and I know I'm not in front of you, but you're going to do your best, and we're going to do problems together. And as long as you try your hardest, then you will not get a bad score or a bad grade on anything, as long as you try your hardest. So look at this anchor chart if you need to remember. And you need to remember King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. kilo, hecto, deca, base unit, deci, centa, and milli.